Yield Builders on U.S. Farm Report is brought to you by Syngenta, where better yield is the better deal. Find out how to unleash your yield potential at syngenta-us.com/better yield.
Well, margins for grain producers have been tight for the 2024 crop year and maybe even tighter for the next growing season, making every bushel count. Farm Journal's Michelle Rook joins us. Michelle, what are really growers doing to improve their margins for 2025?
With lower grain prices heading into the 2025 growing season, farmers are looking for ways to cut input costs, but they don't want to sacrifice yield. So instead of just cutting across the board, it's recommended producers take a more strategic approach and focus on their best agronomic return on their investment. Many farmers are looking at big ticket items like fertilizer in their agronomy plan to cut costs for 2025. However, Tim Gregerson, who farms in east central Nebraska and is a Pro Farmer Master Scout, says he's not making across-the-board cuts. Instead, he's using precision ag tools like variable rate applications to place fertilizer next to the seed to save on his fertility plan.
We are really working hard on our fertility. We're in a strip till program where we grid sample on 2.5 acre grids, and then we'll go in and use that information and some of the yield information and get a prescription for fall strip till.
Plus, he's trying to match nutrients to the varying pH in his soil.
And where we're putting on like anhydrous with a stabilizer and dry NPK, zinc, and sulfur, and trying to get our soils more in balance. Also, we're trying to get some of this phosphorus broke up, and so we're using a product. It's a biological that's sprayed on in the fall.
With increasing corn diseases like crown rot and anthracnose rot, he's also looking at more starter applications of fungicide for prevention.
So we're starting to try some fungicides in furrow. We've had programs where we've used fungicide on post-emerge herbicide practices on corn, and also at VT tassel with an aerial application over the top of fungicide for plant health on the outside of the plant that we can see.
He says this provides more season-long protection to prevent disease, improve plant health, and protect yield. I'm Michelle Rook for U.S. Farm Report.
Thanks, Michelle. Well, that does it for our show from World Dairy Expo this weekend. Thanks to World Dairy Expo for hosting us and Techmix for sponsoring our marketing discussion. Next week, we will be back in the studio to work to build on our tradition. Have a great weekend, everyone.
U.S. Farm Report is produced and distributed by Farm Journal Broadcast.